and welcome to another episode of Presence Practice with Poonam and Parker, except it's just Parker. I wanted to do an introduction to a video series looking at the Tao Te Ching, Lat Zhao, Lat Zhu. I've heard it pronounced a few different ways, and I'm not sure what the correct one is, and I don't think he would mind. Not a whole lot is known about him. Eckhart mentions him somewhat frequently, or his writing somewhat frequently, but I think in A New Earth, he wrote about how not much was known about him, and I think he's given a talk and had the book with him. And so I have seen various translations. We're going to use Stephen Mitchell's translation, a very alive translation. So I know that the Tao Te Ching, that there's a religion that's been created out of it, but the essence of the work is found in his writings, the Tao Te Ching. So the stories of how it came to be vary. One was that he was a curator for a royal household and was disgusted by the greed and cruelty of politicians, so he decided to leave the city, and a guard asked him if he would write down his wisdom before he left, and so he sat down and wrote this. It is a rather brief book. It's not one of those books that you read cover to cover. It's a book you could just read one or two verses and sit in quiet contemplation of it. It's very deep and beautiful. Other translations say that he was disgusted with the people. No one was following the path, so he left. I'm not so sure about that. His books are, this book is so loving and so kind and deep, and it reminds us of the absolute, and to not get caught up in the dream, and how to lead. This book somewhat feels like a book for leadership. I'll give you an example. So here is chapter 3, or verse 3. If you overesteem great men, people become powerless. If you overvalue possessions, people begin to steal. The master leads by emptying people's minds and filling their cores, so their heart, by weakening their ambition and toughening their resolve. He helps people lose everything they know, everything they desire, and creates confusion in those who think that they know. Practice not doing, and everything will fall into place. Isn't that beautiful? So we'll start a series. I would even love to do one of the live meditations with everyone bringing their favorite verse. And we'll put a link to this book for the free PDF that we found on Google, as well as the book that you can purchase. I have the audio, and Stephen Mitchell narrates it, and it has the same quality of depth and truth that resides beyond the thinking intellectual mind. It sits very deeply and can bring you very deep just listening to it. So I do recommend the audio if you have the means. But the links will be at the bottom of this video, and I look forward to sharing this wisdom with you. And I recommend that before we start anything formal, if we were to get together and do some live videos of the Tao Te Ching, that we all agreed to use Stephen Mitchell's translation for this, for the sake of continuity, and that we read the introduction before sitting down. He's a beautiful introduction that you can listen to. It's about 30 minutes long, and it's very beautiful, very present. It can help bring you even more seated into the present moment, as it does with me. So thank you. If you have any questions, type it down there at the bottom. Thank you.